Welcome back to the next video. In today's video we will be continuing with part 2 of creating REST APIs using Nest.js. So in my last video, let me just check. Okay, the server is running. In my last video I have shown you how to create a sign up API. So we were just passing email and password. So I will just create one more user for you. I don't know, like ggg@gmail.com, and ggg is the password. Now if I do a send, I will get the email, password as well as the ID. In last video I was not I was not returning the response, so we are returning the response as well in this video. Next the ID is 5. So suppose if I want to get the user details by a particular ID, I can just add the ID to the API, and here you can see I can get the response. I can also get the data via email as well, but in this case I am returning multiple data, like an array of data. Now you might be saying that how can there be multiple users of the same email. I completely agree with that, but the point which I am trying to make, instead of email it can be anything. Okay, so just for simplicity I have kept it as email, but it can be like, I don't know, is this user has liked any comment or not, or any particular post or not, where you get an array of posts, something like that. So here I'm just returning email, and I have already registered this email. So here you can see I'm getting 2 emails in an array. Next, if I want to delete a particular before deleting I will just do a patch as well. So suppose I'm just doing patch, and here inside body I'm changing the email to, I don't know, hh@gmail.com. so here you can see this user which we created in sign up has been updated. Only the email has been updated. Next I will delete this as well. So similarly over here just enter 5, which is the ID, and here you can see the email got deleted. If I try to delete it again, here you can see user not found. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing which you have to do is you will have to go to your DTOs, and here you will have to create update user DTO.ts. and for updating we will take the we will either update the email or password, right? So in our case we are just updating the email, but we require the email as well, like all the properties which are present inside the user or whatever you want to update. Okay, even though we are updating email, we need this password as well, because if the user wants to update the password, he can do that as well. So depends on you what you want to update. That's why this is an email and it is marked as optional. Similarly, password is a string and it is marked as optional, because user can either update, like the developer can either update the email or the password. Next you will have to go to user service.ts, and here you can see I'm finding, if you want to find a user by a particular ID or want to find just one user, you can use this find one by method and pass whatever. In my case I'm passing the ID. If you want to pass an array of user with a particular property, here you can see that I'm using find by. So I'm finding by email and it returns an array of users, but in this case you can pass email as well, something like this, and you will just get one user with that particular email. But the point here is what I'm trying to demonstrate is how to get an array of something. Now if you want to update it, also these are my imports. Okay, and if you want to update data, so first you will have to find that particular user with his ID. If the user does not exist, I'm throwing an exception. If the user do exist, then I'm using this object.assign user attrs, and this partial is from TypeScript itself. So this will only update whatever property you want to update, so it won't update everything. And then we'll again have to call repo.saveuser. If you want to delete a user, you will have to again find that particular user. If user does not exist, I'm throwing an exception, and if it does exist, we just have to call remove. Now you will have to go to the controller. So in last video I was not using this return, so make sure you add this return for sign up. Now for getting the user by an ID, here you can see I'm passing it inside the URL itself. I think it is called query parameters or path parameters, I think. Okay, I always get confused between path and query. So I think this is path parameters, and here you can see again we are using this find one method which we have defined inside service. We get the particular user. If the user does not exist, throw an exception, otherwise return the user. Similarly, here for email we are using the query or question mark, and I'm just calling the find by email method which we have defined it inside service class. For deleting the user, again same thing, passing it as a path. If you want to use post, you can refer something like this, and here you can see that I'm just calling the remove method which we have defined it inside the service class. And similarly for patch as well, we are just calling the update method which we have defined in the service class. We just pass the ID as well as the body which the user has sent. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.